kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Wolverines return team will have that offense backed up. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Warren. A strike downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Now on the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Quick completion on the out. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
The quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Catch in the middle. It's Price. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. To the air, it's Warren. Fires to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentage.
He's going to let it go. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking for space. It's Black. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Rourke. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That's caught. It's Morris. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll leave it with him. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Morgan. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's taking the shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Bloomington.
And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. Pressure coming. It's complete. And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Wolverines have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Hard-hitting tackle. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Rourke. He's got his man, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Black. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. To the ground. He's got it again. Hard running there. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Black. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Second down coming up.
The play action fake. Floats it out in space. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's cross. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Hoosiers are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Indiana!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Indiana, 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over.
To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside.
They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Rourke. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, picked off. bulldozes his way through. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Back to the ground with the running back. Tackle is made after the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to